When the earthquake rocked Port-au-Prince last year, many houses collapsed around the home of 72-year-old Jeanne Bousiko. She'd been worried since that her house might fall too, due to structural damage. So she welcomes the government engineers who've finally come to assess the place she shares with her 6 children and grandchildren. She tells them,
"It is a good thing, because if you had seen something dangerous, you would have said so."
Jeanne's house is one of nearly 400,000 already assessed for damage in Haiti by 270 government engineers as part of the country's reconstruction effort, supported by the World Bank and its donor partners. The engineers are trained to spot houses which are safe and tagged green, like Jeanne's, and others which are not.
If the pillars and columns are damaged, the house is tagged red. If it is wall damage, it gets tagged yellow.
All this information is recorded by the engineers on the spot using handheld GPS devices which allow them to store the data. This assessment information is fed into a database compiled right after the earthquake by the World Bank in partnership with NASA and Google on the basis of satellite images.
We know approximately the amount of debris. We can quantify almost exactly the number of houses to repair in the entire metropolitan zone, and we can determine the intensely populated zones, the priority zones, and define a new urbanization plan based on this different data.
Such data-based plans take into account the suggestions of the different neighborhoods involved through a World Bank community project which gathers residents, local officials, and urban planners. The project will upgrade community infrastructure and repair and rebuild several thousand homes.
It's more than reconstruction because this project also involves providing services that the neighborhood never had, whether it's access or drainage or other services linked to the reconstruction process.
The Delma 32 neighborhood outside Port-au-Prince was among those hardest hit by last year's quake. Here, urban planners and Delma leaders are determining ways of making the area better than before the earthquake.
We had a community workshop at the Delma municipality with 80 people who collaborated at each step on questions of environment, economy, housing, and disaster risk. And they participated in talks and ways of improving all these matters, and based on this, we made a diagram of all their visions.
Such community visions are being drafted into action plans, which in the case of Delma 32 are soon to be implemented.
We are putting all our energy into collaborating with the project because we know it is beneficial for us.
Under the same World Bank program, neighborhoods will benefit from further upgrades and housing reconstruction in 2011 as well, thanks to resources provided by the U.S. through the Haiti Reconstruction Fund. Topping Delma's list of needs are better water and sanitation services, more green spaces, and new housing for the hundreds who've lost theirs.